Hey Morgan, another day, another COVID absence. Just is this sort of just daily life these days? With you guys not sure who's going to suit up and next man up mentality?
Yeah, it's just the reality of the situation. Obviously unfortunate, but everybody's going through it. So I think for us, we just got to keep focused on the guys we have available, and like you said, next man up, and just get out there and work and play within structure, and we should be fine.
In terms of pulling back a little bit, just the team is on such a great run since the start of the season. What's really stood out to you? I mean, COVID break aside, you guys are 20-0-4 or 24-1 over the last 25. But what stood out about the response you guys have had?
Yeah, I think we had that moment in the year that we've talked about playing against Chicago, and I think we've been able to kind of keep rolling since then. I think there's a number of things that happen over the course of a good streak or a good run like this, and I mean, I think to your point, we've had guys miss time, and we've gone on a pause, and I don't think we've really had that impact us too much. We've been pretty resilient, and I mean, we've had nights like against Edmonton where I don't think we played our best, and we had a tough night in terms of the way we were executing with the puck, and we still managed to win games. I think that's important. I think you want to go on a run, you have to find ways to get the job done, and I think we've been able to do that. With guys out of the lineup, guys playing through injury and back-to-backs and all that stuff, we've managed to keep focused and play well no matter what.
Next up, we'll go to Terry Koshan, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Terry.
Hey, specifically to that, Morgan, and keeping the record going like you have, is it just the five-man unit every time you guys are nice, more structurally sound, that sort of thing, cohesiveness there? You guys don't really seem to come off that much at all. But is that what's been the key for you, to think, and the team?
Yeah, I think that's important. I mean, we work on structure a lot. We talk about the forecheck. We spent a lot of time on that today. Lots of time on breakouts. I think that's an area where we can get better as a team, and that's kind of, all about structure and executing and stuff. So I think for us, it's just a matter of, playing free, playing with confidence, but also just, keeping that structure when we have to. When we get up in games, we have that to fall back on. I think that's been important for us.
And I just wanted to ask you about the Abs specifically, Morgan. I think they won 16 of 20. So their record in the past, a couple of months isn't far off what you guys have done. What do you expect tomorrow night? Not only from them, but reverting back to playing in the building with fans again.
Yeah, they're obviously a high-powered team. They play with a lot of speed, a lot of skill. They're deep, and we're going into building with fans in it, which I think we're all looking forward to. So there's no reason for us not to be completely prepared to play. I think we know what to expect, and I think this is a good challenge just in general for our trip. We got some good teams on our schedule coming up, so I think it's important that we stay focused. And it's a good test for us, and it obviously starts tomorrow.
Next up, we'll go to Joshua Cloak with The Athletic. Go ahead, Josh.
Hey, Morgan, you would have gotten to know Wayne Simmonds really well over the past 2 years. What's something a lot of people don't know about Wayne?
Oh, gosh. I think there's lots. I think for me, the one thing that he's always talking about is his daughter. And I think when you get to know a guy and you get to know, who he is as a player, I think playing against him for a long time when he was in Philly, he can be pretty intimidating, and I think that's a big part of his game. But in real life, he's just kind of a softy, I think, and I just likes being around his teammates. And when he gets talking with his family and his daughter, he just becomes a big teddy bear. And I think that's pretty endearing as a teammate.
Did that surprise you, seeing that kind of difference between who he is on the ice and maybe who he is off the ice?
I think so. Playing against him, how he plays. If you look back at his best years, he was pretty tough to play against. I think when you get to know him and you get to know what he's all about, and how much he enjoys just his family, his teammates, and just who he is as a guy. I think it did kind of surprise me a little bit, but after you get to know him, there's no reason for it to be a surprise. But it's just by nature of how hard he plays.
We'll take two more here. We'll go to David Alter with the Hockey News. Go ahead, David.
Hey, Morgan, just following up on what you were talking about, going to play in front of fans on the road here. What was it like going from fans to no fans? You've obviously played with no fans before, but to go from full to empty, Sheldon was kind of talking about how it kind of felt like a preseason game and just a lack of energy there. What was that adjustment like? And are you guys getting fired up to play in front of fans again?
Yeah, I think when you go from having fans to playing in an empty building, it can be challenging. I'm not going to lie, but I mean, it's a good challenge for us to, I mean, keep our upbeat tempo. You know, to keep talking on the bench, keep that life, and you know, I don't think we did a great job with that against Edmonton. I thought it was pretty good against Ottawa, but I mean, that being said, you're also coming off a break, so you're I mean, pumped to get playing again. And I think we had a little bit of a lull against Edmonton, and you know, that was just nature of a couple different things. But I think as a team, we have to be prepared to take on any challenges that come our way. And I mean, if that's playing an empty building, then we've got to figure out a way to do that and win games and play with life. And so I think that's a work in progress for us.
And last one here, we'll go to Luke Fox. Go ahead, Luke.
Hey, Morgan. Since William Nylander came into the league, what area do you think he's progressed the most, or what area do you think have you seen the most development?
Well, I think he's just a great all-around player, and I mean, that was his goal. It is his goal all along. You know, I think with a young, kind of high-flying, high draft pick player with a lot of skill, people just expect him to be a goal scorer. But I think he offers a lot more than that, and you know, I think he always has. And now it's just a matter of people are starting to kind of realize it. And he's a great skater with a great shot, and you know, I think when he puts the puck in the net, people almost expect it. But you know, he offers a lot more, and I think just the pace that he plays with, he just creates a lot of room for his line mates, and you know, great vision, you know, all that stuff. So, but I think in general, his growth area has just been his complete game. And I mean, he's been working hard at it for a long time, and it's nice that people are starting to notice.
And what stands out to you most about Cale Makar?
A lot. He's obviously a great skater. He can really shoot the puck. You know, I think he brings a lot to the table. I think, you know, what he's able to do at his age, and just how he plays the game is very impressive, and he's got lots of confidence. And I mean, he's one of the best players in the league. So when you watch him play, you know, he's doing things that are pretty impressive.